Yeah, check it out, your boy Bush. Let's talk about it. Police released pictures of Julio Fulio slumped in the car, his dead body. You know, we've been seeing a lot of images lately, a lot of videos lately of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Stuff that they putting in these kids' heads, crazy images, crazy videos. Who's releasing it? Either the police or the business who sells it for the top dollar. And we wondering why our kids out here killing each other and don't respect, you know, human life. There's a reason for that, you know, imagery. You watch the movies, all that, yeah, that's one thing, but seeing the image in real life, that's gonna really mess a kid head up. And that's going on rapid everywhere around the world. So you got kids, you better keep them away from this internet shit. Who's releasing the images? Police, like I said, FBI, DEA, all of them. They see a dead black boy. Why should that image be released? You see the issues that we have in our communities with us, you know, taking each other out. Why are these images being released? Maybe they want us to be doing to have this type of mentality to where we don't respect death, we don't respect life, we don't respect shit. Because the things that they show us are fucking disturbing as hell. I got my son, you know, 13 years old. He popular, he cool. I don't want him seeing this shit when he's scrolling down the internet, seeing the little kid's dead body. I look at Julio as a little kid. You know what I mean? He never had no kids. He was a baby. He was like 20 something years old, whatever. You know, been running and gunning his whole life. So he never knew nothing about real life. You feel me? He don't know what life is about. But why are these police putting out these images? And you got to ask yourself that question. You ask yourself, why are these black kids so crazy? You know what I mean? You wonder why. It's being promoted. It's systematically being promoted. Shout out to James Hudson, my boy. Like on the real, like ask yourself these questions. Like all these images we seeing is put out by authorities for the most part. All of them. The image that we seen that I didn't want to see, but they put up a Folio. You know, that was a police image. That wasn't no kid with his phone taking pictures or nothing like that. That was a police. It could have been a damn cop that was working the beat and had to handle that case and then figured, oh, I get money off of this. Let me take this picture, put it out, sell it, and get money. Everything is money, but at the same time, when you pushing these images to the kids, that shit is crazy as hell, man. So yeah, like man, we really need to do something about this shit. The imagery on the internet is out of control. If you look behind it, you see who's really doing it. It ain't us doing that shit. You feel me? It's definitely not us. There's higher powers putting them imageries out for us to turn into straight savages. You feel me? When you see your friend slumped in the car, you see that image. You don't gotta even be there. If you see the picture, it feel like you there. You feel me? Then that, you know what I mean? If we see the retaliation killings, the officer talking about we won't tolerate no retaliation killings, we won't do none of that down in Jacksonville. But why you ain't talking about whoever took that picture and whoever released that fucking picture? Because it was one of your officers who took that picture. It was one of your officers who sold that picture. You know what I mean? It's a dirty game. Shout out GD Network. You know, that's some shit, you know, when you fuck with me, you already know I'm gonna come with a different perspective. Like this imagery is fucking so disturbing. As a youngin', I always thought, you know, tough guy, you wanna be tough, all this type of shit, because your brain ain't developed yet. But as you grow older, you realize all that shit you putting in your head ain't good. You put in that fucked up shit in your head. Now later you laying with your wife or your girl or whatever, you can't even think straight because all that bullshit you put in your head, that negative fucked up imagery of your little black boy dead with his head blown off on the ground, or the fighting, the girls fighting, beating each other ass all on the internet. You know what I mean? These things are making money. Who's paying? Who's monetizing this type of shit? You feel me? Twitter, all these fucking whatever, whoever's monetizing this shit, they should be, God, you know what I mean? Goddamn hell responsible for a lot of this bullshit, a lot of the violence. You feel me? Because imagery is everything. Like I said, you remember the movies, but guess what? When you see it in real life, shit. Ain't nothing worse than that. We see it in real life. Ain't nothing worse than that. You feel me? I identified my little brother. That you know what I mean. Luckily he didn't. You know, there wasn't no crazy shit. But like I said, who's putting out these images? That picture of Julio Fulio, that was a cop. Like I said, that was a cop. You a goddamn fool if you don't feel like these punk ass police shouldn't be prosecuted for this type of shit. The danger, that's more dangerous than anything. Putting out a picture of the boy. Who the fuck would you know what I mean? First of all, everything is money and we all know that. Somebody bought that shit. Just like somebody bought the Jay-Z beating on whatever, because Jay-Z got his ass whooped up in the elevator. Every piece of footage involving a celebrity is money. Everybody know that. That ain't something that, we don't know. Shout out EST87. Shout out to all the moderators, they fuck, you know what I mean? We just gonna grow moderators on this channel. Niggas that really fuck with us. Niggas that really, think likewise. James Hudson, EST87, and of course the GD Network, you know. But y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, man. A lot of shit ain't for everybody to see. You got these kids, brain ain't developed, like I say, and that's something I believe in. Their brains ain't developed yet. And when you show them some shit like that, you can't imagine where that kid's brain is now, because it ain't nothing that nothing that you could fathom. It's fucked up. They put that image out of Julio Fulio. It's fucked up. You could think about all of the imagery that we've seen, but they pushing the envelope now. They definitely pushing the envelope because this Julio Folio death was a tragedy. We know he was with all that bullshit. We already know how he was gonna go out, and I'm sure he knew how he was gonna go out. I think Young and Ace know how he might be going out. I hate to put it on him, but I don't support all that bullshit, so it is what it is. But they pushing the envelope with this imagery. They pushing the envelope. You know what I mean? We can't think of another rapper as famous, and they put the Tupac when he got shot up in the car. Think about that. Did we see him shot up in the car? Did we see a picture of that? Biggie when he was shot in the car. Was it all over the internet and shit like that? They pushing the envelope. Now, if y'all motherfuckers just want to go with the flow and not speak on the other shit, then that's y'all. But all my niggas here, they know what's up. All my niggas know what's up. We gonna take the different perspective. You feel me? Imagery is everything. Something got to go down. You feel me? Because if I was related to Julio Julio in any kind of way on some square bear shit, I'll be trying to get down to the bottom of the shit. Who put that out? My niggas know that's the police. Y'all know the police did that shit. For what? Money. They don't make a lot of money. Whose problem is that? It becomes our problem now. So it get deep. It get deep. Maybe these punk ass police need to make some more money so they don't be doing this type of foul, grimy ass shit. You never know out there at the level of treachery it get with police. Police be setting niggas up to die. Police be giving tips to their homeboys. You got police that's from gangs. But once you see some shit like this right now, putting out this type of imagery, I never seen nothing like this. And y'all could get lost in the sauce because we see so much fucked up shit all day on the internet, scrolling through the phones. But don't let this shit, niggas need to start talking about this shit. Punk police taking pictures of dead black boys because they famous and putting it out there and selling that shit. Man, ugly, ugly, dirty, dirty, dirty game. It's a dirty game. But like I said, man, what can we do? What can we do? Bring awareness if we can. Like if I was lit, the shit I be saying would be they'll be trying to kill me. I'll be out of here. Maybe that's why I think. Nah, I ain't gonna go into that conspiracy shit. But y'all know what's up, man. I'm only building moderators on this channel. People that really fuck with this for years now. You feel me? A couple years they've been fucking with your boy. We building a real team here, and I know my team know exactly what I'm talking about. We sick of seeing imagery of the little black boys dead. We sick of that shit. We sick of seeing the imagery of the jails selling selling the imageries of the fights and all this shit going on in jail. We sick of this shit. It's gotta stop. It's entertaining, and I watch it all, but the shit gotta stop. They selling the footage of violence, and that's more worse than anything else. They selling footage of bullshit because it's worth some bread. Who's doing it? See, if it was an average kid or whatever doing it, I understand that. But we got these polices, like I said, and these higher powers, they doing it for money. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Your boy Bush, man. Let's talk about it. Mister, it is what it ain't. I know this shit get deep, but I gotta get back to the 9 to 5. Uh that's something to put in y'all head though, man. Who's doing this shit? It ain't us. Who's putting out this type of this shit? It ain't us. It's your boy Bush, man. Had to get that off my chest.